Hello and welcome to Crack the Money Code Day 3. So while I'm waiting for you to come up and to let me know how you're feeling and what the workbook brought you, what the night brought you, whether you did it throughout the night or you did it today, how are you feeling today? I'm just going to check whether everything is working on LinkedIn and on YouTube and in the Facebook group, because I kind of feel very tech savvy today, like in these few days. It was the first time that I used StreamYard to connect all 3 different accounts. So I'm just like, okay, Lara, I think this could work for the future as well, because that is what I want to get to. I've opened a new YouTube channel and all you have to do is subscribe to it, obviously, and you'll get loads of nice trainings, and I'm going to teach you loads of stuff throughout this year when it comes to business, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to productivity and time management and goal setting. So I'm just like, I'm ready for 2022. I want to know if you're ready too, 2022. So come on live. Let me know how you're feeling today. Let me know how you are. And then we're going to start, because today is a very interesting one and is the one that I think you're looking forward to the most, because we're going to break down the big goals that you set yesterday and we're going to break them into actionable steps so you can actually complete everything that needs to be done. Because all talk is good, but the moment that you don't show up and you don't do the things that you told yourself you were going to do, well, then nothing happens. So we're going to speak about action 2 today. That's what we're going to do. So let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how the workbook went. Let me know a little bit of everything. In the meantime, I am going to go and share my screen and we are going to talk about really nice stuff today. So, and here we are back again with Crack the Money Code in 2022, the simple yet powerful steps that successful online experts use to smash their money goals in 2022. So, welcome back to day number 3. Now, how are you feeling? We spoke about so much stuff in the past few days. We spoke about limiting beliefs. We spoke about how to let the past go. Yesterday, it was all about quantum physics and Einstein, little Einstein, and becoming the version of yourself that has already reached those goals that you want to achieve in 2022. So number 1 is done. Day number 1 is done. Day number 2 has gone by. Today is day number 3. So how we integrate everything together and an aligned plan for your money goals. Hello. Who am I talking to? Always remember to put your name. Otherwise, I love the hi there, but I'm just like, who are you? So what we're going to do, we're also going to break down the big goals into actionable steps, because that's what you really need in order for you to accomplish your goal. Oh, it's Anita. Hey, Anita. And then we are going to prioritize what truly matters. Hey, Lindsay. Hello, ladies. So nice to see you here. So let's just remind everybody how the prize is, because the leaderboard is shaping up and Anita's taken the lead with 7 points. And then we have Barbara that's got 3 points, if I'm correct. And then another few people that have only 1 point. So I would suggest you to literally step it up. And keep on tagging me on Instagram. Keep on telling what your aha moments were, what your breakthroughs are. If you need to go through the training again, it's in the Facebook group. It's going to stay there up until the end of the month. And then I'm going to remove it because then we have other stuff to talk about once we enter February in 2022. So how are you feeling? How was dreaming about everything that you wanted to dream about? How was getting rid of your limiting beliefs? How was quantum physics yesterday? Did you learn something new yesterday about quantum physics? Did I teach you something that you did not know? Was that something that improved your life? I really want to know, because moving forward, I'm going to teach more and more of this stuff because I'm very, very passionate about it and I really like to teach it. And I feel like that I can simplify it so then you guys can actually understand what I say. So yesterday we spoke about the wheel of life. You wrote your goals for the 3 domino areas. Could you let me know in the comments which domino areas you chose for this year? I really, really want to know. I'm really curious about that. Because if I know that you chose an area, then I can help you even more and even with more details. Today, of course, because you're all entrepreneurs, we are going to focus on one area, business that is tied up with money, because of course it's called Crack the Money Code. So if you didn't want to know about money, you wouldn't be here. So we're going to talk about business that is correlated to money. Now, one of my favorite sentences is successful people are not gifted. They just work hard, then succeed on purpose. I was listening to a podcast, as I do every single day, while I go on my daily walk. And there was the difference between hustle and grind and then structure and scale. Now, I believe in hustle and grinding. I do believe in hustle. Okay. I don't feel like it's a bad word. Some people recognize it as a bad word because they say you're not supposed to hustle. You are supposed to hustle, especially at the start of your online entrepreneurial career. Once you hit, and I heard this on the podcast today, once you hit your 100K a year, then that's the time in which you scale. But before that, you got to do the hustle. You can do the dance hustle. You can do whatever you want, but you need to hustle because you need to get some traction in your business before you can just scale it and have a team and have somebody that helps you. You can have somebody that helps you while you're hustling. I mean, if you have the cash to do it, by all means, start delegating now what you don't like to do because it's really helpful for your energy. So hustling is a good word, but we're not going to speak about that. So the question comes automatically, and it's, what are you willing to do to make your business succeed? What did I tell you at day number 1? I know we spoke a lot of things, but I did say that 2022 was not going to be the year in which you should do something, because 2022 is the year in which you are going to do what needs to be done. So it's not about winging it. It's not about saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and then not carry your word. The word for an entrepreneur is so, so important. The word that is the most important is the word that you have to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, it is so vital that you actually do it. Because the moment that you don't do it, your mind that works in mysterious ways and beautiful ways will just say, okay, well, she hasn't done it. That's absolutely fine. So the next time that you're going to set a goal and you're going to create a plan to act on it, and then you're not going to do it, you'll be like, okay, well, that's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. And you're never going to reach your goals with that mentality. Let's move on. So some of the mistakes that you may have been making in your online business to this day. Mistake number 1. You keep going with no clarity on what you want to accomplish and how much it costs. We're going to speak about costs today and money, but you need to have clarity. And most of all, and it's going to come in the structure part that I'm going to teach you today, you need to know how much money you want, because money is energy, as I spoke to you yesterday. So you need to have clarity. What do you want to do with your business? Where do you want to take your business this year? Where do you want to be featured? How much money do you want to make? Where is this money going to come from? Another mistake is that you're winging it. You don't plan your social media properly. Your business is everywhere. You have no idea how to get to the goal. Remember the how, okay? Because up until now, we spoke about the why. We spoke about the what. We haven't spoken about the how. And I'm a coach that really talks about the how. And I'm quite different from other coaches, because you will hear coaches outside just telling you the what and why. And I'm here and I'm explaining to you how to do it. You keep on procrastinating on eating the frog. So don't remember who wrote the book, but it's called Eat the Frog. So that means that the thing that you need to do, that is the hardest one and the one that you hate, is the first one that needs to be done. So when you wake up in the morning, and that's when your brain is more active, you're supposed to do the number one thing that will make you move faster towards reaching your goals. Now, if you don't do that, you're going to procrastinate it. Because if you come to me and say, Laura, I know I need to go live on Facebook and on Instagram, and I really know I need a social media strategy, but you keep on procrastinating it, then if your goal is to create an online business, then a social media strategy is exactly what you need. You can't procrastinate on that. You are way too much in your comfort zone. Introverts here, anyone? Now, comfort zones help us stay. I'm going to just put it like that. They just help us stay. In order for you to grow, you need to push yourself to the stretch zone and to the panic zone. So then the stretch zone becomes the comfort zone, and the panic zone becomes the stretch zone. Might do a training actually on how the comfort zone works, because I feel like it would benefit you guys so much. So those are some of the mistakes that you may have been making up until now. Let me know if you made one of these mistakes. Let me know. I want to know in the comments right now. Hey, Lisa J. Oh, so glad to see you here. It's okay, you're a bit late. We haven't truly started yet. I'm just rambling about right now. Another mistake that you must have been making in your online business is that you decide that you don't want to invest because I can do it on my own. No, I do this voice because I used to be like that. I was the person that in 2019, when I started my business, I kept on saying, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own. And the first time that I invested in a coach, the coach failed me. So I did everything that the coach told me to do, and it failed me because I put out a course, and it was an Instagram course, and it was a beta testing. And the way that this coach taught me to do it was that I had to do 2 weeks for free of beta testing and then sell the rest of the course at the end of these 2 weeks of beta testing. So I did the 2 weeks, and I received so many testimonials. Everything was absolutely fantastic. And then when I went to sell the actual course, nobody bought. I had 0 sales. I was just like, what? So I was just like, okay, well, is this how coaching works? Like, I do the things that you told me to do and nothing works. I can't stand that. And that's how I decided to be the type of coach that tells you what to do and you're going to get the results with what I tell you to do. I don't like to be the kind of coach that promises you something and then you're not getting it. Another mistake, and yes, I have been burnt by a coach. Yes, loads of you have been burnt by a coach, because there are coaches outside that out there in the online world that are shit coaches. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. They are shit coaches. Who's starting with your coach today? I heard somebody over here say, I'm starting with my coach today. Who are you starting with? Who are you? What is a coach about? We want to know. So another mistake that you do is when you choose a coach, you keep on trusting yourself more than the coach. So you keep doing whatever you want with the same results. I love me. Like, me is, we have 4 viewers right now. So who's me? So the moment that you go to a coach, you're supposed to listen to the coach, because the coach has more experience. Danielle, thank you. Hello, welcome. You just hired a business coach. That is incredible. So this one is for you. Because you just hired a business coach, trust the business coach. Otherwise, you'll keep doing the same things over and over again with no results. I'm Danielle, aka me. Like, that makes perfect sense. I'll keep you posted. Yes, please keep me posted on how the business coaching goes. Another mistake is that you cannot break down the goals into actionable steps. And that's what we are going to speak about today. We're going to break down the big goals into actionable steps. I'm loving that they're having a laugh over here. So these are the mistakes. I want to know what mistakes you make. Let me know what mistakes you've made, because how are we going to break your business and money goals is what with my IPA framework. I created this framework and I use it for absolutely everything, whether it's business, whether it's money, whether it's life, whether it's health and fitness. I use it because it works. IPA. I stands for identify, P stands for plan, and C stands for act. See? A stands for act. IPA framework. So, seems easy, right? The IPA framework I created helped over 50 entrepreneurs gain clarity, focus, give up procrastinating, because I'm a big fan of no procrastination, very much about discipline, and obtain their goals. And of course, stop wasting time, energy, and money. You know what I said about time, energy, and money. You know how important they are. So step 1 is identify. Quote for each step, of course. Decide what kind of life you really want, and then say no to everything that isn't that. Now, too many of you are not doing that. Too many of you are saying yes to everything, and saying yes to everything doesn't mean that they're all the right opportunities for you. So the moment that you decide what kind of life you really want, it's easy to say no, because you're already committed to knowing what you're going to say yes to. Of course, all these questions will be on your workbook that will be sent to you with the replay as soon as the training ends. We're focusing on 1 year goal, and I want you all interactive tonight. Okay, I need your energy tonight. I've just did 2 workouts today, so I really need your energy tonight. So how much money are all your goals worth? Now, you created a list yesterday, a sort of a bucket list with everything that you want to accomplish. Do you know how much money all your goals are worth? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because the identification process is, so you want to say, I want to earn 250K a year. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's doable. That's absolutely fine. Depending where you are with your business, that's doable, but that's fine. Why though? Where is that money going? Do you know why you want to earn 250K a year? Or are you just saying 250K because it's a nice amount of money to say? And for that, we need to do a bit of math, a little bit of reverse engineering. So today, it's actually traditional goal setting compared to what I taught you in the past 2 days. That's because I mix and match them, both of them. Money needs to have a purpose. Somebody says, I know. Tell us. Tell us who you are and tell us where it's going. Tell us where you want that money to go. Because money needs to have a purpose. As I explained yesterday, money is energy. And in order to be transformed into matter, it needs to know where to go. So how do we do this? Simple, right? You have a bucket list of everything that you want to achieve in 2022. Danielle knows where her money wants to go. Okay, let us dream, girl. Tell us. Do you know how much everything on that list costs? So you have a bucket list of everything that you want to do. This is brilliant. You want to buy a house, start a nonprofit, and help my family. This is absolutely incredible. These are really, really big goals. I really, really like them. Now, what I want you to do with those goals is put a number to it. So if I have, and this is an example, is, okay, I want to put 150K as a deposit for a house. And I want a car that is 30K. I want to spend luxury time with myself, obviously, which is spas, massages, treatments, beauty treatments, whatever you want to, whatever sets your fire up. Okay, if you want to go spa weekend every weekend, you can do it. That calculates at 9.6 per year. Everything is calculated per year. Holidays plus restaurants is about 20K. Bills, 6K. Live comfortably every month. So eat all the organic and biologic shit that I like to eat. And then I want 60K in my savings account. So that adds up to £299,600. That's how much I need to make if I want to reach those goals this year. If I want to put 150K for a deposit, I want to put 30K for a car, I want to spend 9.6K on moi, I'm going to pay 20,000 for holidays and restaurants, 6,000 for bills, 24,000 because I want to live like I want to live, and then put 60,000 in my savings account. I would need to make 299,600 every single year. Well, in 2022. So as you can imagine, the first step that you need to do is put down, before deciding how much money you're going to make for the goal and the entire goal of 2022, I want you to decide how much you actually need for everything on your bucket list. So you have your total, which was 299.6, and you add 20% tax on it, because you always add 20% tax on it. Now, don't ask me about taxes. That is one thing that I don't talk about. Taxes, legal, I do not talk about that, which makes it roughly £360,000 to earn. Now you know. So we've identified how much money you need and where it's going. Now we know that. So now you need to divide that number with tax added for 12 months of 2022. So 360,000 divided by 12 is 30,000 per month. So if I want to reach those 360,000, I need to make 30,000 per month. That's pretty simple. That's just simple, plain math. Now, step 1 is over. You've identified, that's it, the target. See, I've got a target over there. You've identified the target. So anybody wants to tell me how much money they want to make in 2022, and if they do have a purpose for it. So Danielle wants to buy a house. She wants to start a non-profit, and she wants to help her family, which is absolutely great goals. Like, they're really, really good goals. What are your goals for 2022? I like the whoop whoop. Step 2, while you catch up and you say, step 2 is plan. My favorite part. So Abraham Lincoln said, give me 6 hours, chop down tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Because action cannot be executed without a solid plan. The better the plan, the easier the action. The better the plan, the easier the success. The better the plan, the easier it will be for you to actually get done what needs to get done. So step 2 is essentially the how. So we've identified it. So it's what and why. Step 2 is plan. So is how. How am I actually going to make all that money? Because all this talk is beautiful, right? I want to make 250K. Some of you say, I want to reach 10K a month. Some of you say, I want to reach 3K a month. Okay, how are you actually going to make all that money though? Like, because otherwise you wouldn't be here if you made it already. So I want you, and remember, all of this is in your work. Let me just read something. I want to buy a house, have money to travel and work independently from anywhere in the world. I need 3K per month with where I am in my business. Okay, I want you to tell me how much the house costs, how much money you need to travel. Is 3K enough, or do you want to up it up? How much of a deposit are you going to put to buy a house? Because once you do that, comes a fun part, which is to make a list of all the programs, all the services, all the courses, all the products, all the memberships that you are planning to sell. Everything that you have that can generate money. Are you in crypto? Add it. Do you trade? Add it. Do you have passive income? Add it. If you don't have passive income, insert passive income into your business model because it's important. But I want you to make a really long list of everything that you're planning to sell in 2022. I want everything that is going to make you money in 2022. Everything. I don't leave anything to luck. Don't leave anything, because luck, that doesn't exist, but energy will come back, and that will be an added bonus to everything that you have right now. But make a list of everything that you want to sell. Services, courses, products, memberships, masterminds, programs, coaching programs, self-taught things, planners. I have my planner, my 2022 planner, and that's my passive income. I have my 1990 workbook. That's my passive income. I have my 1990 recorded video. That's my passive income. They're short and they're low ticket. They are on my list of planning. How many of them do I need to sell to get to that goal? I love your planner, Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you. In the planning phase, there is also, what do I need to learn in order to get to where I need to get? Because remember, you're making money, okay? And the more that you make money and the more that you open the possibility and open your mind to the possibility that you're making money, you want to learn more. So, how much time do I need to spend on this particular topic? What do I need to learn to get the money over there? Like I mentioned crypto and I mentioned trading. Like, is that something you want to incorporate? If it is, do you know how to do it? You want to incorporate passive income. Do you know how to incorporate that? So in the planning phase, there is also time and energy and money. Always time, energy, and money. So what do I need to learn in order to get where I need to get, which is the big goal? So in this particular part of this phase, you need to literally brain dump everything necessary to reach that micro goal in this way. So let's say that the big goal, as we spoke about, is 30K a month. Now, how do I reach 30K a month? And we start breaking it down to a little goal. By selling 10 high-ticket programs at 2K each, plus 1 VIP at 5K, plus low-ticket offers for a total of 5K. Okay, the questions that you need to ask yourself is, what do I need to create to sell 10 high-ticket programs at 2K each? What do I need to create to sell 1 VIP at 5K? What do I need to create to sell low-ticket offers for a total of 5K? What do I need to do in order to get to that big goal of 30K a month? How am I getting there? By brain dumping. I need a sales funnel, a social media strategy, a launch strategy, a conversion rate, marketing, a good structure. Okay, that's the first phase of the brain dump. And then, okay, I need a sales funnel. And I'm brain dumping the sales funnel. Okay, I need an opt-in, I need an email sequence, and I need an email service tool, and a landing page, and a thank you page, and a tripwire, and a domain. And I need to write my emails. I need messaging tips. And then you brain dump even more when you need an opt-in. What do you need for an opt-in? Okay, I need the title of my freebie, and I need to write my freebie. I need some pictures to go with it. I need a bio to go with it. So, and then I need an email sequence. Okay, how many emails do I need in an email sequence? Usually 5. Okay, so I need to write email number 1, email number 2, email number 3, email number 4, email number 5. What am I going to speak about in each email? And then you need a landing page. How many landing pages do I need? How many ever you want? I need a thank you page. I need a tripwire. You need to find out what a tripwire is. I need a domain. Where do I go and get to find a domain? This is all part of the planning. And then I want a launch strategy. Okay, so brain dump it. Decide what type of launch you're going to have. What platform you're going to use for the challenge. You need a Facebook group. You need emails written. You need to create a webinar. You need to... Okay. You need to create... Being an entrepreneur is not as easy as it sounds. Okay. That's what I'm saying. The action is absolutely everything. And planning is 60% of the work. You need a webinar presentation. So you need to know how to create a webinar. You need a masterclass. You need social media posts. Holy shit. I mean, that is what you need in order for only these 2 things. I'm not even going to start going on a social media strategy. And that's why I didn't write it. It's a lot. I'm dizzy, Danielle. Like, I'm going to break all this down in future challenges. But for now, that's exactly what you need. Now, I didn't start with social media strategy because I could start from finding your target audience to knowing how your messaging is and talking about your branding and then talking about reels and Instagram stories and what you're going to post on your Instagram stories and what you're going to do your lives about and how you're going to do your carousels and all of that and engagement and hashtags and everything that goes together with social media strategy. The planning is the most important part. I'm guessing this is Danielle that is going to want it. But this is all that it takes for an online business to be successful. And most coaches don't show you all of this. They just say, oh, just create a sales page and then sell it. And you're like, no. Behind the scenes, there is absolutely everything. Starting from growing an audience that actually listens to you and is engaged and wants to learn from you. That's the first thing that you want to do. Can I keep going, or do you want me to pass you bags? Because I will. I'll just send them over and then we can start again. But planning is fundamental for you to be successful. I am not going to stress that. Maybe I will just sell umbrellas. Okay. But then again, do you want to sell umbrellas online? Or do you just want to go on the street when it's raining, so when the market needs it, and say, hey, do you want an umbrella? I mean, you could do that, but then again, you would need to calculate how many days of a year it rains and how much time you're going to spend outside on the street. And is that going to be enough for you to do all the goals and buy all the things that you want to buy and open up that nonprofit and give money to your family, help your family and buy that house? Is selling umbrella going to be enough? So you need to match what you sell and the services you have and the products that you have to what you want to get. Send me bags. This is really good information. Thank you. I hope it's helping, because I feel like that loads of coaches out there don't tell you all this stuff. They sugarcoat it because then it's easier to go and work for them. They don't show you what everything goes behind the scenes, and they're just like, oh yeah, I just reached my 10K, and I like this 10K thing, right? Because now it's going this 10K thing. It's like, oh, I reached 10K this month and I'm going to help you reach 10K. Don't worry, you need no experience whatsoever and you're going to reach 10K in your first month. No, that's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to. That's why I told you in here, I'm not going to promise you 10K. I'm not going to promise you any kind of money. I can tell you I can help you reach 3K, but I'm not going to promise you 10K. I love how you just say it how it is. Oh, no fluff, no bullshit. Love it. Oh, thank you. You're a bluster right now. Stop complimenting me, guys. I like your style. That's why I signed it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of you, you need to stay because I've got so much good stuff for you in 2022 that I'm really, really excited to just go for it. So let's keep going, shall we? So everything needs to be planned out. And most of you fail in reaching your goals because A, you're not planning it and you just hope to wing it. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to make this post. I'm probably just going to put like £5 on Facebook ads and hopefully I'll get a client signing up. Quick tip, Facebook ads is not for selling, it is for visibility. Don't sell on Facebook ads. Unless you're Marina Giovanni that sells everything on Facebook ads is visibility and to grow your list and grow your audience. B, you're not reaching your goals because once you plan, you don't perform on the third part of the Ipa framework that we're going to get to. Are these notes going to be sent to our email? No, the notes are not going to be sent to your email. You have the workbook that is going to be sent to your emails that has all the questions that are asked before to break your goals. But the replays of the actual videos are going to stay in the Facebook group up until the 30th of January, and then I'm going to remove it. So you can watch it as many times as you want. You can take notes. If you haven't entered the contest, you can start entering the contest that is getting won by Anita in this moment with 6 points. So you can enter the leaderboard and win yourself a 60-minute strategy session for 2022 with me one-on-one. So it's all in the welcome email. You need to binge. Yes, binge. So once you plan, so the second mistake that you're making while you're failing, that once you plan, you're not performing the third part of the IPA framework, that is action. Action, 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 action. Only action creates change. Let me repeat that. Only action creates change. Now, yesterday we spoke about how to become the version of yourself that has already reached those goals. And if you remember, it was think, feel, embody. The embody part is the action part. There is always an action that needs to be performed in order for you to reach your goals. Because if you can't act in that moment, you're not performing. That is a cat crying. I've got the cat in the other room and he's crying, but he's going to keep on crying, which is fine. I'm just going to ignore the cat right now. He had his food, all right? He ate, and apologies for the cat, but yeah, it's a cat cry. It's not a baby, so we're good. So the question is, and it's $1 million question. Are you willing to do everything on your plan to reach your goals? Let me know right now. Are you willing to do everything on your plan to reach your goals? I want to know right now. I've just been looking over here thinking there was a cat in my house. No, it's my cat. Oh, you got a late bloomer to the party. Hello. So let me know, are you willing to do everything on your plan to reach your goals? Yes, 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 yes. Hell yes. Okay, then. So let's start with the action. I have a simple math question for you. Okay? 5 frogs are sitting on a log. 4 of the frogs decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? And I want to know what you said. Let me repeat the question. I want everybody to answer this question. 5 frogs are sitting on a log. 4 of the frogs decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? Simple math question. I want everybody to answer. And then I'm going to tell you the right answer. Everybody. Failure is not an option. No, it isn't. But then again, it depends in the way you see failure. Because you can fail and then pick up yourself again. And then fail again and pick up yourself again. That's how you learn from your mistakes. If you never fail, you'll never succeed. So you can tell me that failure in the long run is not an option, as in the end failure is not an option. But failure, I find failure helpful because I failed so many times and I'm not ashamed of saying it. I failed plenty of times. And then the willingness to get up and be successful is what brought me up. So who says 5? Somebody is saying 5. And then none. No flipping clue. Okay. And then Alessandra is saying 1. But I think I am wrong. Anita says, oh wait, somebody else says 1. Anita says 5. Easy answer 1, but I'm sure I'm missing the smart answer. So 5 frogs are sitting on a log. 4 of the frogs decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? Did you answer 1? Now, the correct answer is still 5. So congratulations, Anita, because Anita, do you know why it's still 5? Because before I tell you, do you know why it's still 5? Or you just went with luck and just said 5? Because if you know, I want to know. I'll give you 30 seconds to answer. Maybe a little bit less. And then failure is an opportunity to learn. Exactly. That's what failure is. An opportunity to learn. You make mistakes, you get up. You make mistakes, you get up. You make mistakes, you get up. The more mistakes you make, the more successful you are going to be because you know what doesn't work. So Anita is not telling us just because they jump off doesn't mean they're not there. No, that's not the answer that I was looking for. So we had 5 frogs on a log. They jumped off the log. Five frogs on a log. 4 of them decide to jump off the log. How many are there? The correct answer is still 5 because there is a difference between deciding and doing. So you can have 4 frogs that decide to jump off it, but still stay there to just get a little bit sunburnt. There is a difference between deciding and doing. Now, if you want to get into the leaderboard right now, I would suggest you to screenshot this because there is a massive difference between deciding and doing. And tag me at Life with Lara Coaching because I'm kind of liking the way the leaderboard is going. And I'm going to shake it up a little bit before the masterclass on Monday. Yes, Lisa Jane's get in now. Okay. Brilliant, says Lindsay. Yes, yes, yes. That's the reaction that I want you guys to have. So here are 5 ways to get into action. Way number 1, stop waiting until conditions are perfect. Now, some of you suffer from perfectionism, and it's okay. You can admit it. It's not a bad word. And there's this beautiful saying that says, oh, better progress than perfection. And I'm like, okay, what if you could have both though, perfection and progress? The point is that you need to jump. No condition will ever be up to your standards until you jump and you find how to get to those standards in the conditions that you're starting from. If you keep on waiting and waiting and waiting, nothing is ever going to happen. Way number 2, stop, get up, and just do it. So turn yourself into a doer. Doer, doer, doer. You just have to do it. That's all you have to do. Like without even thinking about it, just saying, you know what? I'm doing it. Okay. Oh, I need to go live, but I've got my notes over here, but I'm just scared. Do it. Just press the live button. That's how you eliminate fear. Because you eliminate fear by taking action. I'm so bad at that, waiting for the perfect time. Lindsay, there's never a perfect time. There will never be the perfect time. The perfect time is when you have an idea and you feel like it's the right idea, then you act on it. If you wait too much, that energy, that momentum, that strength that idea gave to you in that moment, it's going to go away. Like today, while I was listening to the podcast, it took me all the way. So I do 45 minutes walk and I was way up high. So I had about 25 minutes left. And as soon as I came back down here, I took my board over here and I wrote everything. I was so inspired from listening to the podcast that I wrote stuff down. And all I'm going to do on that is as soon as the training is over, so after tomorrow, I'm going to focus on that and I'm going to act on that because I received an inspired thought and I liked that thought. I'm going to wait 72 hours to see if I still like that thought, because sometimes we are too impulsive and want to do straight away. I'm going to wait 72 hours. If I still like that thought, then I'm going to put it into action, because it's the only way to see if something works and to eliminate fear. Because fear is normal. We all are scared of something, but the only way to remove being scared of something is just do it. Have you ever heard those people that go bungee jumping, right? I don't do it. Just saying. I'm not really a fan of heights. So they go bungee jumping and they're like, oh, how do I do it? And it's like, you just jump. I'm like, what do you mean? Do I need to prepare psychologically? Just jump. And then they come out and they have this rush of adrenaline. They're like, I want to do it again. That's what happens when you overcome fear. And the moment that you overcome fear, and they're crazy. They are a little bit crazy. That's why I'm not doing it. But the moment that you overcome fear, then you build momentum. And the moment that you build momentum, that you can do another thing and another thing and another thing and another thing. See, Lindsay says it. I've bungee jumping and I loved it. Well done, Lindsay. I'm not coming with you. We can go and have a cup of tea, but I'm not coming bungee jumping with you. Another way to get into action is eliminate the distractions. So you see this thing over here? All right. You see this other thing over here? All right. I've got too many. All right. Throw them. Not literally throw them, but when you are working, if you cannot put the phone on do not disturb and avoid the temptation of looking at it every 10 minutes, even if it's not do not disturb, leave it in another room. Literally leave it somewhere else where you cannot see it, under the bed, under the pillow, in another room, in the bathroom. It doesn't matter. Just leave it. Distractions, they call you. Distractions are what kills your productivity. And another way to get into action is focus on the present. You have the vision at the back of your mind, but you focus on taking one step at the time in the present moment. That's the only way to move forward. So you know where you want to go because it's at the back of your mind. You're like, oh yeah, that's my future. I know where I'm going. But in order to get there, you need to take every single day as a new step. So your action for tonight, since we're talking about action, is complete today's workbook. It's going to be a little bit of a long one because you're going to brain dump everything, but you'll be fine. Don't leave anything to distraction or to fate. I want you to plan it all. You're in charge of yourself. So you need to take responsibility. I'm going to see you tomorrow for Q&A and for my secret rituals that I use that are a mix of traditional goal settings and, of course, energy and quantum physics. And I'm going to reveal some of them to you tomorrow. If you have any questions, prepare them. I am going to create a thread in the Facebook group. So if you have any questions, you can put them over there. And what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to take them from there and then get back to you while we're live. If we're live and you got questions and you want to ask me, by all means, the more energy you give me, the more energy I will give back to you. So thank you, everybody, for tonight. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Now go and act on your work.